everybody, welcome to the Gump Geeks. We're the Gump Geeks. I'm Travis.
John.
Gina.
J-Rod.
Alright, today on the show we got a few topics. First we're going to lead out with, Gina's got some news about Hogwarts.
Per se, I guess.
What do you got?
There is a Polish castle that is offering the ultimate LARP, weekend for Hogwarts fans, Harry Potter fans. They're counting it as a sleepover, so that sounds fun. You get some of the actual experience though. They give you your school robe to take home. You get magic books while you're there for potions. They teach you how to mix potions, so I'm guessing you're making some type of Mentos volcano. But apparently to the rules, you have to act like you're actually there. So you can be a student, a professor, a janitor, or a groundskeeper. To me, the experience would probably be best as a...
Hold on. Yeah, you got to explain that.
I was fixing to.
Okay, that's the fun part now. Go ahead. You're paying for this now. You're paying to go to do this shit.
You're paying, and it's 140 euros, I believe.
Yep.
Now, as the student, you would think that would be the role to be, just for the simple fact of you get to, have the experience. But you can also choose to be, as I said before, a professor, or groundskeeper, or a janitor. There's going to be 180 people total combined for the event.
Alright, so they're capping it. They're
capping it at 180.
Okay.
And they will allow a few extra volunteers in after the 180. But so far that is the maximum they're allowing into the castle, I guess maybe for safety reasons. It's easier to keep up with everybody.
I wonder if they thought can we get 180 people to do this? Or it's alright, we're getting over flooded and we're gonna
the idea actually came from, they held a smaller one last year. And they had such an overwhelming response. This is where the Polish castle has come in. So it's the ultimate.
Okay.
Apparently they were out in the middle of the woods somewhere last year, maybe. I don't know. But they had so many people show up.
Gandalf had a fake beard or whatever.
But
wait, I'm in the whole totally wrong thing.
That's no.
I won't even go down that one. All I'm curious is the guy that owns the castle, does he get the big hat?
You would think.
It's my castle, I get the shiny hat.
Yeah. My only thing is you're paying for this experience. So it says in here, as a professor, you're expected to lecture.
Carry on.
Not really sure how you would give others the experience if you're paying for it also to be a professor.
Well, that was the thing. You'd said that, all right, we talked about this earlier before we started recording. Me and John said we'd want to be like the groundskeeper.
Well, I was fixing to get to that. As a groundskeeper, also you're expected to keep up with the grounds around the castle. So, to me, that doesn't sound too fun. And as a janitor, apparently the janitors are like the police of the whole thing. Like what you say goes, and everyone has to listen to you. So, I mean, that might actually be the ultimate thing to go around and do. Is
You get to walk around the castle and stuff like that, but I'll be damned if I'm like, hey, you pick up that trash, No, dude, no, I paid for this. No, I'm not picking up that Reese's cup wrapper.
The janitors would be the trolls, because we would be the ones yelling at people for their hall pass or sweeping the floor. Was this yours?
God forbid.
Too bad.
God forbid if somebody's like, hey, buddy, somebody just threw up down the hall. Go clean that up. No, you're on your own, dude. No.
But, I guess for the Harry Potter fan, this would be like the ultimate field trip. You get to go sleep in the castle. I believe it was 3 nights that I saw on here, and your nights at the castle, you've got room and board while you're there. All of your meals are included, and it's not supposed to be, they're not feeding you McDonald's, so it's got to be pretty good.
Eat your slugs and be happy.
Yeah, I'm not trying to crap on this because
and they also said at the end of it, there's a magical
Are you
ball.
crapping on it? Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
you're crapping
as much as I can.
You're crapping.
I'm having fun.
So you're not a Potter fan, right? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Not a Potter fan.
No.
All right. Okay.
See, my generation, that's when the books started coming out and they became popular. I myself am not paying 140 euros to take off to a castle for 3 days and wave around a stick and pretend to, you know, make people disappear. But
She does that at home.
yeah. But it would be fun for someone who enjoys that type of thing, and I think it's worth reporting on. They even have a magical ball at the end of it that's supposedly supposed to be floating or appear to be floating somehow. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of fishing line inside of this castle.
Didn't some of these candles keep dropping from the ceiling?
Didn't you tell me earlier that some of the classrooms had like one-way mirrors?
Yes.
So they could get like tourists and you could spy on them?
There's actually going to be tours going on.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
While they are doing this in the castle, because it's only going to be open to part of the castle. It's not the entire castle that's open. So there's going to be places you can't go. And as they described earlier, it's going to lead into, you know, how in some parts of the book this door wouldn't open, this door was sealed off, whatever it may be.
I got a better idea. Instead of one-way mirrors, we could be the guys in the pictures. That would be awesome.
I'm not sure how they're going to pull
that would be
off.
awesome.
You know, a lot of digital photo frames, possibly.
Santa Claus, you know.
But, I mean, I think it's going to be a pretty fun thing. You can check it out online. We've got dailymail.com pulled up. They've got some videos, some pictures to go and take a look at. See, I believe it's last year's event and maybe some stage stuff to where that's what it's going to look like.
Yeah, I'll put this in the feed.
Yeah, we'll put this in the feed for the website.
But, I mean, it looks kind of interesting. And for another fact, you're not staying here in the U.S. You're getting to go to a whole nother country. So, I mean, that kind of makes it magical anyway. You're somewhere new, you know.
I do the castle thing. I like the castle
Harry
thing.
Potter in the castle in Mexico.
Oh. But what it says here, enrollment started December 1st, and with sessions running from April 9th through 12th, and then a rerun on 16th through the 19th. So the first time I came across this article, they were only doing one session. Apparently now so many people are signing up, they're doing two.
That's cool.
And there's videos. We will post the videos too.
But I mean, it looks pretty entertaining for people who are into this type of event. So
I like when you try to encourage me about this story, because you know I read the Dresden series. And you're like, what if somebody offered a tour for Dresden's thing? Dresden lives in like a basement, shoddy apartment, no bigger than this room, and really meager, modest life. So it's like, yeah, there's nothing there. So
okay, you get to go live like Iron Man for a day, or you get to
go
Batman
to the
for
pub.
a day.
I'd like to go.
Actually, I think I know where that is.
Really?
I think I found it.
I'd like to go do that, you know, and have a beer or something like that. But I think that'd be about it. I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, okay, playing on something that you would like. You get to be Batman for a day. You get to be Iron Man for a day. So, I mean, would you pay 140 euro to go be Tony Stark for a day? Get to live in a...
If it was legit, yes.
Well, I mean, you
okay,
can't fly,
okay. If somebody told me it's like, we're gonna give you 1 day to go hang out in Tony Stark's shop, my question would be like, all right, can I walk out with something and take it home with me? And they're like, yes. I'm like, all right, I'm in. Whatever I get my hands on, I can walk out of Tony Stark's shop.
So,
awesome.
I have a feeling we're fixing to hit a tangent that's going to take us on a 30-minute ride when we don't want to go. So,
we're not doing that.
That was all I had for the evening, was the explanation of the apparently giant LARP event in Polish Castle. So
that's cool.
We'll look at some reviews after it happens in April, report back on it. Maybe we'll get some content from the actual event and see how that went.
We'll keep up to date with this and see how it goes. It is definitely a fun topic. J-Rod, what do you got, man?
I was doing some research on the difference between 1080 and 4K TV. Which one would be best for a consumer to buy from a home point of view?
Yes.
I don't see any reason right now, to be buying a 4K TV, there's not enough support out there for it.
So is it like the 3D televisions? Because I mean that seems to have gone away in the past. I mean 3D is supposed to be like we're new and awesome,
Yeah.
and it's like you gotta put batteries in these glasses and yada yada yada.
Keep up with
everybody's
it.
kind of fading out on it.
Yeah, then you gotta find. I mean, as far as you look at the pixels on the 4K, you're looking at 4,000 times more pixels in the screen than it is from a 1080.
Yeah.
It's a brighter screen, it's brighter, but for the price, I wouldn't see it being worth it.
Yeah, you just don't see it be worth the value in there. John, do you disagree with that or?
Well, I've got me and him getting an argument all the time about this. But while I'm sitting here looking at it, a 4K pixels, a normal computer monitor is 1920 by 1180, something like that. 4K is
Stored in his head.
Yep.
Carry on. Just had to point that out. You know.
4K is 3840 by 2160. It's double almost, if
Yeah.
not more.
Yeah.
But no, my argument to what he was saying earlier is you have 4K TVs, you have the technology,
Mhm.
but you have no media. The only 4K media that I know of right now is 2% of YouTube in football or soccer, either or.
Yeah.
Some Netflix is
Some
going to
Netflix,
it,
but
depending on the Blu-ray. Blu-ray shows up, but it's not between a standard definition or a 1080
Yeah.
Blu-ray and a 4K. There's not too much with a Blu-ray in it.
Yeah.
They took it and put a Samsung 8 whatever model to a 7100 model 4K Samsung,
Yeah.
and it's not much. It's equivalent, I think.
see, I look at this as a chicken and the egg thing.
Yeah.
Is why buy the TV? There's no media, and there's no media because nobody buys the TV.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's what I was going to say. I mean it sounds like the technology is a good thing, and moving towards that would be awesome. But it doesn't sound like the media has caught up with the technology enough to drive the market for people that want it, you know. So
I know a couple people talking like say what was it, Direct TV? They talking about they was gonna be the only ones with 4K service at the beginning of the year.
yeah, but I mean
I hadn't heard anything else about it. Beginning of the year, is Direct TV no?
but I mean
out?
unless there's some way that they can take the HD and make it, you know, better. I mean, because it's got to be done in that format, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, if
Well,
nobody's
after what is it? After so many pixels, your eye can't tell the difference in between.
That's what I was trying to
yeah, I
do.
mean,
it
it's
don't
so
look no
small. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
What
what
is
level is that going to happen?
Yeah, what's the threshold? You know,
I mean,
what's
like-
the point of art? This is enough. You know.
Take what he was saying. The computer monitor. You're looking at like a Mac with a 2560 by 1600.
Mm-hmm.
With the Surface Pro 3, you're looking at 2160 by 1440.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. They're bright screens.
Yeah.
I mean, you really can't tell the difference side by side.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
just depending. I mean, one's brighter, one's more crisp, depending on the color, contrast in it.
Yeah. So it sounds
It's
maybe just like whatever
Your-
the person's preference is, whatever
your
catches
eye-
your eye when you walk
Your
in
eye
there.
is different than mine. I
Yeah.
might see, you might be 20/20, I might be a little less.
No, I'm
I'm
not,
just-
not
I'm just-
2020, dude. I'm
Your eyes might pick up a different color than mine, a lot brighter and whatnot.
yeah,
And I can argue all day, this TV looks better than your TV.
yeah,
And no, you're like, nah, you know, this one got better color than this one.
yeah.
Well, you know, it depends on the person.
Well, see, I agree with that statement. I've got a buddy of mine that has a super high definition television, and I can't watch it.
Yeah.
It bothers me. It's so high def that it bothers me.
I'm gonna
But,
make you
like-
feel sick.
Yeah,
Watch
like
it.
your television, you
Get
had
motion
the
sickness.
Quattro
Yeah.
color on there. That one was fine. It didn't really bother me.
It took me a month to get used to it.
Really.
When you take like a fast movie, and let's say Avatar,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the scenes in Avatar going down, and when they first came out with like the Blu-ray and everything, they came out with it. It was, you know, moving so fast, it looked really good, but at the same time, you could, like with the 4K TV,
Yeah.
you can get right up on it and you cannot see a pixel.
Yeah.
You can get right up on like 1080. That's the difference.
So you can't do the old thing where kids can get really close to the TV and you see the red, green, and blue dots.
Yeah. You get up on it. I mean, it's like,
okay. That really happened.
Oh yeah.
It's
Televisions had tubes back in the day. Yeah.
And no remotes.
All right then.
Well, here's a question for you while we're on that topic. How can they advertise it? Think about that for a minute. You're showing this film and you're showing how perfect resolution it is on a tube TV.
Yeah.
How can-
Side by side.
Well,
comparison.
you go like to Best Buy. You
Yeah.
have a 4K TV and they do a split shot.
Mhm.
So this is 4K, this is 1080.
Yeah.
You can see the difference between the line, but I don't understand how they're doing that. If it's a 4K TV, can you just split?
What he's saying though is like
Turn
on
off
television, you know,
Yeah.
come to Best Buy and check out the new thing with better resolution, you know, side by side. You can't do that on television, that, you know, standard definition, you know, it's a lost point, you know.
On a different note, what do you think about the curved TVs? I mean, what they got?
You
the
know,
curved-
all right, now you're talking about something that I like. I like the idea of this, but I don't like the idea of this for, let's say, just sitting back and
Yeah.
watching television. I like it dealing with like media, working on my computer, playing games or something like that.
Something's gonna be right here.
That's right, something where I am actually close to it. You know, the only way that I see that being feasible is if like my entire wall was that curved television.
So you can get it to the corner.
You know, yeah.
Something in the
Oh, yeah,
corner, it'll
yeah.
look a little better.
playing a fighter pilot game or something like that, and a big old 400-inch curved television that's wrapping around.
Yeah.
That would be totally different. But I mean,
I think they're cool, but my whole thing is, it's kind of like what y'all were saying earlier about the high definition. I may be one of those people, but anytime I go to like an IMAX theater or anything like that where the screen is just right there and it's in my peripheral
Yeah.
and I get completely motion sick.
Well, see,
Like
you-
I couldn't deal with that.
you have this bubble thing. Like, don't mess with my bubble. And I think like the IMAX like somehow messes with your bubble.
Don't put an Oculus on her then.
The Oculus
Oculus.
Rift.
No.
See, I can't wait till I'm able to put one of those on and play Halo or Gears of
Sure.
War or something like that.
Long freaking way away.
Really? How long are we looking at something like that? How long?
For Halo?
Well, I'm just saying, how long till we get the Oculus Rift hooked up to gaming systems? You know?
Oh, there are flash game quality games right now.
Okay.
Unless you want to play like the perverted Japanese ports.
Yeah.
They're high quality. They said.
Yeah.
But gaming systems, man, you're still like the black and white, you know, shockwave level.
Okay. So we're still.
Yeah.
Are we a decade? Are we looking at a decade?
I don't think it'll make it a decade.
Are you saying that this will?
I think that's
Does it
going to turn
fade out
The only
before
thing
ever-
that I have seen.
This will be like our kids type thing.
Well, see, no, we had virtual reality when we were kids.
Yeah, it made your ass bleed.
Yeah, and the Virtual Boy. Did anybody else play that?
Yes.
No idea what you're talking about.
Man, you're talking about a little headache box, but I was addicted to it because it was like, this thing is awesome.
They set over your whole head and it had a
Yeah.
big mask out your ear and you had a little controller.
Everything was red.
Yeah,
And it was like a
everything.
TV and
Red.
onto your head.
And you could play Mario and what was some of the other games like? Was it
Mario's on
F-Zero? Was F-Zero on there? I don't know. Somebody check that. See if F-Zero was on there. But
About the only thing I've ever been able to handle, and I can't figure out why, maybe it's the movement that I'm moving with it and I'm not just sitting still, but those
Well-
things that you get in like at the science centers and
That's
stuff.
what I was fixing
And
to say.
I can deal with those. I can deal with that because I'm moving with it, but if I'm sitting still and that screen is right here, can't handle it.
see,
I don't think the Oculus is going to make it into games. I think it's going to turn into that. Because there are roller coaster emulators
Mhm.
that are awesome. Now granted, you think you're moving,
But you're
you'll
not.
get a little queasy.
Yeah.
But it's smooth, it's a set path, it's good.
So
But like those random, oh, I can look over here, not so much.
see, I mean, I could do it, but I'd probably get motion sickness. And I mean, that's what I say. A lot of people that deal with the Oculus, they get motion sickness out of it. But I could do it if, let's say, I was standing up and somehow I had a treadmill that I was standing on. That no matter which direction I ran or something like that,
On a
you know,
giant
They have
ball.
those.
they have those too.
Those have been out
All
for
right,
years.
so give me an Oculus and one of those things, and a controller that's a battle rifle.
Those too.
Yeah, baby, I'm Master Chief. All right, if they got that for $140 a day, like we go broke.
So, but we were on the KTV thing and just went on this wild
No, we wrapped that one up.
Okay, all right.
We went on another one.
My bad.
There you go. We'll put this in the feed too.
Wow, awesome. So yeah, John has it on here. Man,
So-
welcome to the
A
future
Vertex
Super
Omni.
So what exactly is this
Is
for?
if you put the
This
Oculus
is what I was
on
talking
and
about.
had a rifle that would have like
Wow.
motion sense, you could physically turn in the game without having to have a joystick.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like the PlayStation Move.
And the connects, where they were trying to do that, this is an actual thing that
You could turn,
You
you
move.
physically
You-
walk,
yeah.
and you would move forward in the game
Okay.
without walking into a wall.
Well, I get that. That's really cool that they have it out. But what's the purpose of having this if the Oculus isn't where it needs to be?
This has been out since
I mean, what do people use
the
it for?
last 10 years.
Like,
I've
Well,
actually seen
Erratic direction
military train with
treadmill
this.
running. I mean,
okay, all right. So being since we're theorizing, because we obviously don't have the money to buy one of these things, let's just go ahead and go all out. And let's say we buy that big giant curved TV, that 400-inch curved TV. There you go.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
We'll put that on there. There you go. You set that giant TV in front of you, you do this, you have your controller in front of you, or you have a controller wound up. You have a controller
Yeah,
lined up
wishes
for
on
it. There you can do that.
Up there.
So that's awesome. I've got some things I'd like to talk about. Newegg has the Xbox still on sale. The Xbox One for Newegg is still $350 right now if you're wanting one. Plus, you get 12 months of Xbox Live free, and you get another controller.
For $350?
For $350,
That's a deal.
Newegg.
That's a steal.
That's what I'm saying. We'll put a link for this on the site as well. It says right here, Newegg has added some more goodies to the Xbox One deal in the US, offering the Assassin's Creed Unity bundle for $350 with a free controller and 12 months of Xbox Live membership. Wow, so you get a game, 12 months of membership, plus an extra controller.
The controller's $60.
You're talking about a deal right now. And Microsoft just turned off the $350 deal through GameStop and everything like that. You can no longer go to GameStop and get the Xbox One for $350. But Newegg still has it for $350 and at a better deal than GameStop or Best Buy ever had. So I think that's absolutely awesome. And don't get me started on what I heard
Assassin's
that.
Creed.
Assassin's
The Assassin's Creed bundle
Yeah.
popped up.
Yeah,
We're not going down
Yeah,
that
we're
road.
not going to go down that. We talk about that constantly. I'm not sure about this. This is another topic that I wanted to bring up. I hear this all the time, but what is Bitcoin?
Bitcoin?
What is Bitcoin?
It was a virtual currency that came around trying to. PayPal was a virtual bank.
Yes.
Bitcoin became a virtual currency.
Okay, for like in games and stuff.
No. Amazon,
No. Oh, wow.
Best Buy.
Really?
Yeah. You could actually
Okay.
go to an ATM and cash Bitcoins into cash.
Really? All right. So that makes this story even crazier because I thought
I
it
know
would
what you're
pertain
talking
to games. 5 million in Bitcoin was stolen. That's
That's not the one I thought you were talking about.
That's crazy.
So is it coin for dollar?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it's a virtual money
it's
like what
its
he was just
own
saying.
currency, so the exchange rate.
That's what I'm saying. What?
So 5 million may
Here-
not be 5 million. It might
Right,
be like
here's-
$250.
And I'll explain that to get to
Yeah,
yours.
yeah.
But when Bitcoin started, it was dollar to dollar. Well, after
Like
6 months, a
like the
year,
US dollar just went down.
after like 6 months, hackers broke the bank
Oh, really?
and the value plummeted. I mean, it was
Oh.
worth nothing. There are people that mine for Bitcoins. I'm not sure exactly what that entails, but it's still around. But I mean, at one point in time, it was gold in your hands.
Really? Okay. So what, maybe like 4 years ago?
2 years.
2 years?
Maybe.
Okay, so is this a recent story that 5 million Bitcoins are stolen?
Yeah.
1 Bitcoin equals 286.23
Today?
Today, right now.
Okay. Well,
That's surprising.
okay. Let me pull the story back up. But it was either $5 million or 5 million Bitcoin. So let me
It's
check.
$20. Well, while you're checking, there's a side story to this.
Okay, carry on.
There, online, what's it called? Eve? Yeah, Eve.
Mm-hmm.
You can put real currency into the game, like most MMORPGs.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy that decided to put, I want to say it was like $15,000 on a ship in the game. Yeah.
All right.
So we actually found the article. I'm gonna throw it up here so maybe y'all can see it. There's actually footage of what happens to this guy. If I can get my mouse. But anyway, and it was actually $10,000.
10,000.
10,000 real US.
Okay, so what is all of this?
I think real-time strategy meets three-dimensional space.
Okay.
Real-time strategy plus high-pressure situation
Yes.
equals one angry dude by the end of this video.
Yes. Extremely angry.
Wow. So what, it was just a bunch of people that ganged up on him?
Oh yeah, I mean there's clans, there's colonies.
You can see them all, I'm guessing, right here on the
Yeah,
side.
that's just everybody on the server.
Wow.
Now why he's transporting them, I'm not sure.
And I'm guessing all the little purple people are people attacking him.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know
Because
enough to tell you.
see,
Okay.
Anyway.
We will be putting this
Yeah.
link on the page. Somebody catches this video
wow.
and knows this game, explain it to us.
Yes.
You know, comment. Let us know. So.
I feel that he is upset right now.
But apparently this is not the first time it's happened, but this is the record.
So we just watched somebody lose $10,000 in this video.
Yep.
And so what, can the
Man.
other players pick it up?
Nope.
It's
They-
just gone.
They destroyed it. It
It's
is
just
gone.
gone. So who profits it?
Eve.
Okay.
Good business model.
And just let people destroy each other's money.
But
Yeah.
Eve is the devil.
But why would you put it in one spot? That's the part that I need explaining.
Yeah, I mean,
Whoa, there's a lot more people also.
Oh, I'm guessing he's not done yet. I'm getting a little motion sick. So now there's a
boom,
lot of
there's
people
some kind of
attacking him.
explosion.
See a lot of little lines.
Yes,
Yeah.
This game's not for me.
No, it's not for me.
Looks like there's a bunch of ticks attacking
It
something.
looks like biology
I
class.
was about to say, this looks like a molecule war here. This is like chemistry or something other.
Alright. Anyway.
It's not gone yet. Still working on it.
Yeah, I'm sure we're boring the hell out of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, right.
So,
I'm
yeah.
bored, so I feel
Yeah, alright. We're moving on to something else. Let's see, what was some of the other topics?
You were talking about the 5 million
Oh,
missing?
yes.
It is 5 million Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. So it is 5 million Bitcoin that's missing?
5 million worth of Bitcoin
Oh, okay.
missing in major crypts.
So that's just total value of it in dollars.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 5 million. Wow.
Exchange hat.
Yeah, that's it. Man, that is crazy right there. All right, John, what's the topic you got, man?
Alright. If you're like me on Christmas, you thought you were going to have this big time, after you got done with your family and sit down Xbox, maybe, you got one for Christmas. Well, if you made it through the download, you were completely disappointed because hackers crashed Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah.
They shut it down for the entire break.
I believe, when was it when we finally logged on?
It was a couple days.
Was it?
Yeah.
I mean, I know we got on and was gonna try to purchase a game, Christmas. We were gonna try to buy the Alien Isolation.
And it wouldn't work,
yeah,
and we
wouldn't
figured
go
so
through.
many people were on the
Yeah.
server, it was just down.
Yeah, we tried to buy Alien
And then
Isolation.
it was the day after it was still down. It wasn't until the next night, so like the evening of the 26th,
26.
we finally started being able to download.
Yeah.
And even then, it was extremely
Yeah.
slow.
I totally missed out on the big sale
Yeah,
on
yeah. I
Dragon
mean,
Age.
we missed
I
our
totally
well,
missed
we
out
missed
on
that, and we also missed the whole point of it was because we got the Call of Duty. You know, Xbox One here, we missed our day one to it.
Yeah, that was on the launch of the console
Oh, that's
there.
right,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
Sorry, I get the two mixed up there.
Yeah. You got them crossed over there.
Now there's several levels of this story because we've had time between the last recording and this, so there's been several updates. The official name of the hackers that finally took credit was Lizard Squad, and they decided to put out their manifesto through Twitter, of all places. Now, my opinion for doing this, because they didn't, want money or anything else.
They want publicity.
Well, no, I think it's one step further than that, because it's Twitter.
Okay.
Twitter came out last year and said that X amount of followers multiplied by X number of tweets, whatever the formula is, we'll pay you. We owe you money. You've advertised for us. You've brought people to our site. We'll pay you.
Nice.
I think that was the route they were going.
Like us and follow us on Twitter so we can make payroll. Yes.
YouTube the same way.
Your watching helps fund us.
I think it's what 100,000 views. I think you start getting. I think for every 100,000, I think it's $100.
Really?
Or something like that.
Something.
I'm not.
So subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, new videos up on that.
Yes.
Now,
I've got 2 reviews.
apparently what happened was Kim.com. That's actually his name.
Hold on. He changed
He
his
literally
name
has
legally?
Kim,
.com.
DOTCOM. He is the owner that runs the Mega Uploads that most of you probably know for other reasons. Apparently he wanted to come home and play Xbox on Christmas and hack, blah, blah, blah. So he comes on Twitter and says that if you discontinue your attack, I'll give you platinum membership to my sites for life. You will be completely anonymous.
Instantly they released.
Instantly they released. Now, PlayStation got hit by somebody else. I'm not sure who that is yet. They were down for several more days.
North Korea.
North Korea lost their internet, so it wasn't them.
They've come out and said it's not them now.
Oh, okay.
Now, the other level of this that just gets better for me is now the UK has stepped up. They actually have, I don't think I've ever told you this, they have a troll law
Yeah.
that if you have internet and you've cyberbullied or put out people's names, addresses, that is now a punishment for 5 years, I believe,
Wow.
if they catch you. They've actually arrested
Wow.
probably 90% of Lizard Squad already.
Good.
Well, I mean, that's awesome. I mean,
I wonder if they can still use the platinum membership.
from
High
prison.
speed in prison. Would you give a hacker high speed in prison?
Yeah, but he got it for life.
Only in the
so,
movies.
So when he comes out in 5 years, he's
I was about to say, man.
You're assuming that site's going to be up by then?
Yeah.
This is the internet.
Well, yeah. Who knows? It could drastically change, man.
But even after all this, the part that amazes me is the UK, the most security camera, over the top, has cybercrime.
Well, I mean, everywhere's gonna have it. If you have the internet, it's gonna be there.
Eventually. We passed laws out the wazoo, but they're not enforced. I mean, we get a letter in the mail.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. But I mean, the reality of it, I think, is
Did it really?
Yes.
It's
I got a
not.
few on the wall.
Have you framed them?
No, I need to.
Don't send me a letter. Send a letter to the little 11-year-old who's cussing me out on Halo. Send him a letter. Don't send me a letter.
No, not for cyberbullying.
We're not talking
We're
about
not.
that. Yeah.
You know what we're talking about.
Yeah. If you know the for share and you know the mega upload, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Well, I'll tell you afterwards.
Downloading
Do not do
things
this at
that we
home.
shall not name.
Do not do that at home.
We'll bring this full circle. We'll bring us back into the Harry Potter realm. This is the he who shall not be named that we download from the internet.
And no, it's not what you hide from your mom.
Yeah, no. It's
And
not
that's
a
where I was going with it.
No,
so-
Dirty
I
mind.
figured that's where you're going.
Dirty
Yeah,
mind.
okay. Explain it later. Anyway, so
The cameras are off.
okay.
All right.
I destroyed it.
Yes, you have broken the podcast, John. Carry on, sir. What else do we got with this story?
That's probably the latest update of it.
That's wrapping that up.
Yep.
Okay, I've got another one on here. This is just kind of cool. The Smithsonian welcomes E.T.
Yeah.
cartridges. Somebody excavated a whole huge chunk of the worst
cartridge?
game ever for Nintendo. Yes, E.T. the video game. Yes, Atari. That's right. It was
And
Atari.
someone did what now?
There was a rumor a long time ago that this game was so bad that the company that manufactured it took like thousands of copies of this game and buried it in a hole and covered it up. Well, some unlucky individual found this hole, and there was like thousands of ET games, and they're going to take some of them and put them in the Smithsonian.
And sell the rest on eBay.
Yeah, that's
For
right.
50
So you can get a dirty old Atari game.
Actually, it's,
They couldn't make any money
That's
off
pretty
it,
bad.
off
No,
of it back
it
then, and now
holds-
it's going to be valuable?
it holds the record for the worst game ever
It
made.
literally
to this
is the
day.
worst game. All right, the arcade that's behind me that I built, it's on there. So
I'm going to have to play it.
you'll have to play it, and then when we come back and do another podcast next week, you'll be like, yeah, the ET, that's the worst game ever. That and the first Ghostbusters game on Nintendo is absolutely horrible. Absolutely, I love Ghostbusters, but that's a horrible game. Absolutely horrible game.
The value spiked because there's only 10,000 left. Everybody threw it away. And the fact that it has become urban legend that
Yeah.
was true.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a true gamer or producer or
Right.
I have one of those cartridges, you
Yeah.
know, I can prove that
I guess if I was a bigger gamer or something like
Yeah.
that, you know, with all the memorabilia that I've got around, that I'd have one of them. But
and ironically, the ones that are caked with dirt are more valuable.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because it's proving they were
Yeah.
buried.
Mine's
so, I mean, buy
mine actually
one.
has loose soil in it. Listen.
Buy one. Go take it
Why
out
would
to
you
the
shake it?
backyard.
Why would you take it out of the package?
Do not blow that part.
Yeah. You don't.
Don't even, we're not going to.
No. Just take it out in the backyard, put some dirt on it.
Yeah. Fraud. Fraud.
Alright, that's all I got.
Sorry.
Need to buy all ET games.
Oh, actually,
If I
I do
look at the
have
bank account and I see like $20 and we get a shipment of ET games.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll put a link on the website for old ET games where we have them on eBay.
Speaking of really intelligent fraud, somebody figured out.
The opposite of what we were just talking about.
Yes, whoever did this was brilliant, and I'm mad at you because I didn't think of it.
Okay.
Somebody got on Amazon or eBay, it's one of those two,
Okay.
created their store and posted that they were selling PlayStation 4s for $20.
Oh my God! Yes, I heard about this.
Then went to Walmart and bought one.
Price match.
Price
You have
match.
to price match.
Price match.
Yep.
And they walked out with 10 or 12 of them before anybody realized what they were doing.
Absolutely awesome, but you know, you're still stealing.
Yeah.
But it's Walmart's fault.
Well, it is.
I bet that
it is-
policy changed real quick. Like,
Yeah.
It is that
How much do we
Walmart's
lose?
fault because it is up to the store. I mean,
To
you can-
verify it.
it is up to the store to verify it, and it is
Yeah,
up to
but,
the
I
store
mean, okay.
if we price match up to a certain percentage. So if you're selling something for $100 and someone comes in with something that price matches for 75, you don't have to go 25%. You can say,
Yeah.
well, we price match, but we only price match up to 10%. We only price match up to 15%. It's
Okay.
up to that store manager. So I mean, that's just poor management.
Okay. So I mean, if they got over on the cashier, you know,
Who said
Yeah.
the cashier wasn't their buddy?
They probably don't have a job now that you've pointed that out to them.
well,
They didn't have a job before this started.
I don't think. I don't think the investigative team's gonna be like, yeah, we gotta watch Gump Geeks, and then they're gonna tell us how to solve
You
this
never know.
mystery.
But you
never
should.
know.
Yes, watch the show.
We even have a
solve
dog.
crimes. All right. Ta-da. That's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this episode. Follow us on Facebook,
Twitter.
YouTube.
Facebook. What?
subscribe, like, and follow. We'll be back next week. We're the Gump Geeks. I'm Travis.
John.
Gina.
J-Rod.
Later.